Goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You guys are going to love it. Today, I got to talk to you about a deep conversation I had with somebody that y'all all know. But ultimately, her and I did not see eye to eye. So we're going to talk about that conversation today. We're also going to talk about some incredible opportunities that have opened up that I'm super excited to share with all of you. And then, of course, we're going to do some dancing today. We're going to do all that. And then I have an announcement at the end of the show that I'm super excited to share with everyone here. So strap in. Hope you're ready for today's episode of GM3X. Let's grow. Welcome to GM3X. I am your host, Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to eight, and the founder of 800% Media Club. I hope you're ready for motivation, education, inspiration, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations. Because it's 5 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Friday, August 5th, 2022. Can you believe that? What's up, Adam Marburger? Great to see you, sir. Congrats on the news thing and the book thing. You're killing it, bro. So today is Friday, August 5th, 2022. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll be August 5th, 2022. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. What's up, Nars? Great to see you. Hey, do me a favor over there on Facebook. Tag your friends. I can already tell that they're having a hard time finding today's episode, which happens sometimes. So do me a huge favor, tag some friends. Also over there on Clubhouse, 36 shares ain't gonna cut it. So let's go ahead and share that out into the Clubhouse streets. Over on Instagram, let's do the same. I would greatly appreciate it. So check it out, sleep, right? We've been talking this week. We've had a whole entire series around this activity, I guess you could call it an action of sleep, right? Something all humans do. All humans sleep. Now, some humans sleep less. Some humans sleep more. Depending on what season of life we're in, that can affect the amount of sleep that we get, right? So some sleep less and some sleep more. Some people say that you must sleep 7 to 9 hours a night, every single night as an adult. Some people truly believe that. Now, there are other people like myself that thrive off of 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep, right? So there are those people that inherently believe you should sleep less. And then, of course, there's those that believe you should sleep more. So the reason I chose this topic is it is a very clear and relevant dichotomy. All right, two completely opposing views. What's up, Mike Overfelt, Christine Baird? Two completely opposing views. And if you don't know the definition of the word dichotomy, the definition of that word is a division or contrast between two things that are represented as being opposed or entirely different. So we're talking about two entirely different camps here. The sleep more camp, the sleep less camp. Two completely opposing views. And yet this week, we allowed the differences in opinions. We allowed the differences in opinions to be the catalyst for us creating literally incredibly thought-provoking conversations all week long that made you and I both better. Isn't that interesting? the dichotomy, two completely opposing views of an experience that all humans blanket across the board experience. And through those opposing views, we were able to create thought-provoking conversations that made us all better, made me better, made you better, made everybody listening better. And see, I find that fascinating. That's why I wanted to do that this week. Because, see, if we all agreed, if all of us agreed that you should sleep more, if all of us agreed that you should sleep less, if all of us agreed and believed the same thing when it comes to this thing called sleep, there literally would have been no show this week. Do you understand that? There would have been no show. There would have been no conversation. There would have been no evolutionary process. You wouldn't have got better. I wouldn't have got better. It would not have existed if it were not for the dichotomy, for the opposing views. We would not have been able to have these conversations. Do you fully understand that? And see, that's why I chose this topic of sleep, because I knew there would be opposing views. And I truly believe that it is in our differences, the differences in that which we believe, that we are able to make each other better. I just said utter. That we are able to make each other better. Being in rooms and in situations where everyone agrees with you, working around people that just shake their head and nod, is not a catalyst for change or transformation. It simply is not. It is in the differences that we're able to make each other better. This is why often you'll hear me say, I love being around people that are like-hearted, not like-minded. I'm not interested in being in rooms with a bunch of like-minded people. Don't get me wrong, I love all people. So I could share space with like-minded people. But what I seek like-hearted people. We share the same heart, a heart for impact, a heart to build a legacy, a heart to leave a mark in a positive way. Like-minded is not of interest to me. It is like-hearted. You see, in this space right here, if you look around with Melvin and Mary Lynn and Justin and David and Patty and Regina and Prestige Properties and J Little 654. If you look around right now, for some reason I can't talk this morning. If you look around right now, what you're going to see is that we do not look the same. We do not walk the same. We do not talk the same. And in many cases, we do not believe the same. You see, you and I just both desire the same. And it is in that desire alone that you and I share is more than enough to be able to make a positive impact in each other's lives. We're going to dive more into the power of dichotomy. We're going to dive more into this belief that there is right and wrong, that we must find a side, that we must choose a camp. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do on this show. Y'all know what we got to do. Come on. For those of you that have been here before, you know what time it is. Come on. It's time for us to do some dancing this morning. Let's go. You see, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. It is time for you to get that object of yours, that body of yours, in motion. John Paul Guidry says, I overslept. He got up at 4:44. I feel you, bro. I feel you. It happens to the best of us. You said, I overslept when I stayed at your house. I overslept. What's up, Mandy? So listen, if you're in bed, it's time for you to get up, get out, and get moving. If you're out there working out right now, come on, let's put on some extra weight. Whatever it is, if you're on a run, time to kick it up a notch. I know you got another gear in there. Let's go. This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way you start your day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way you start your day, but to change the way somebody starts their day, is for you to hit that share button. So if you're on Clubhouse, share it out. Now's the time. If you're on Facebook, hit the share button. You know what you got to do over there on YouTube. Go ahead and drop some comments. Push this out into other people's feeds. And, of course, on Instagram, you want to share this out as well. All right? This is also the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back. How you doing, Vicky Everett? Congratulations on that new member of the extended family of yours. Robin Price, great to see you this morning. How you doing, Sol Salcido, Gloria Bond, Amonte Harvey, great to see you this morning. Mr. Nathaniel Banks, I'm glad you're in the building. Renee, thanks for being here. Marilyn Wilkin, I see you dancing over there. Actually, that's a good idea. Over there on Clubhouse, all of y'all grab a little gif of somebody dancing. That would look cool, all right? Change your little profile pic to a gif of somebody dancing right now. That'll look awesome, all right? That'll look super cool. Tarika Simmons, good morning. What's up, Mr. Mike Strong? Mr. Mike Strong, great to see you. John Paul Guidry, Robin J. Price, Kim Fair's in the building. There we go. I see some dancing. David's got his dancing gif there in his little profile. I like that. I see Tanya. I see William. I see Lady Jules in the building. Danielle and Ryan. I see Angela. There you go, Angela. I like that one. They got some dancing going on over there. That's awesome. That is so cool. Let's go. I love that we have that feature now. What's up, Renee Nor? Great to see you this morning. I see Christina's in the building. My man David from across the pond just broke it down for us. Core Element, thanks for being here. Anthony, I'm glad you're here as well. What's up, Maria? Thanks for being here in the building today. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got Gail B. Craft up in here. Randy Wagner. Over on Instagram, I see Mac Tight Radio. O2BA is up in here. Tops PR Firm is in the building. Dr. Allison Scott, glad you're here. Brantley Soma. What's up, Brantley? Great to see you. Mr. Scott Simons, there he is. I was just looking. I was like, where is Scott? Is Scott up in here this morning? Dr. Stella in the building. Amanda Sanner in the building. I'm so glad you guys are all here today with me. Thanks for sharing your morning with me. It really does mean the world to me. There are a trillion places that you could be, and you chose to be here with me, and that means everything to me. Yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Adam Barberger. It means everything to me that you would choose to be here with us. Sean Weatherby, Owen, thanks so much for being here. Hey, listen, this show would have never been possible if it wasn't for the automotive industry. I have an opportunity now to work with owners and general managers, car dealerships all over North America. It's the most fulfilling work I've ever done in my entire life. It is absolutely incredible working with these amazing, amazing superhumans, and we are growing and expanding and able to make an impact in this industry in a powerful way. And it is that business that ultimately has supported and been able to put us in a position where we've been able to do this show. We've been able to build out this studio. We've been able to do all of those things. And so shout out to 800% Club, to my members, my family, my 800% Club family. Those of you that are in there, I absolutely stinking love you. And also, if you are in the automotive space or you know somebody in the automotive space, owner, general manager, we work with the leaders in automotive, send them my way. I would greatly appreciate it. And to just give you a kind of an idea of what it looks like, check this out. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Hold up.
We're meant to be around these folks. We're all on a mission to change the perspective of car buying.
Lynn always has that next move where any other dealers even thought about it. Love every moment with being with the group, the friends that you meet, the ideas that you have, or that knowing that there's like-minded individuals who want to help others around them be successful.
When you invest in your people, your business will grow.
Yo. So check it out, man. I don't know. I'm looking around this morning, and I got to tell you, you should be proud of yourselves. You should be really proud of yourselves. It's the end of the week. It's Friday. I know you've been grinding all week, but I'm looking around. Hi, Whitney. Hi, Amy. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are missing today. Regulars, people that we see on the reg. I don't know if today was National Sleep-In Day or what's going on, but you should be proud of yourself. Do you realize how difficult it is for most of the world to rise early and to step into spaces of positivity, to change the way they start their day? Like, you are a spectacular human. Like, what you do it's not normal. It might seem normal to you, but it's not normal. Getting up this early, sharing this space, and converting into this positive energy, like it's not normal. All right. So big win for you today. Big win just right out the gate. I wanted to point that out. Speaking of big wins, yesterday I had a meeting with Lexmark. Now, Lexmark is a huge printer manufacturing company. And I had an opportunity. We connected through a woman named Patricia, who lives in Louisville, Kentucky, and watches our show every day and has for a long time. And she, Thirsty Thursday, she reached out and we connected, and we are exploring some partnership opportunities, which I'm super excited about. Global, they have a global reach, and we're in some discussions about me being like their like a global like face of the brand, which even sounds hard to spit it out sometimes, right? Like, but it's super cool. Discussions about being their spokesperson, right? They have an amazing, huge, tremendous studio right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Actually not far from my house at all. And so we are in talks about possibly being able to get to do this show right here, fully produced from that studio, which would be a game changer. Amazing, right? And so it was awesome. I got to meet with them, got to have that conversation. I'm so thankful that Patricia chose me, and I believe that if it's meant to be, that's gonna go really far, really far. So I did that yesterday, and then also yesterday I had a chance to sit and chat with the leaders at the Mills Auto Group, which the Mills Auto Group has 20 plus dealerships, North Carolina, South Carolina, one over in Virginia, and over in Louisiana. And so I got to have a conversation with them yesterday and talk about how we can expand what we're doing to be able to make an impact in all of their stores across 4 different states, which was an incredible conversation, right? And so here I am, we have this 800% club, 800% elite automotive thing that we created, and we now have currently over 50 dealers that are in the program, over 100 rooftops that we service, and it's just growing like crazy right now, right? And so yesterday, after sitting with Lexmark and sitting with Mills Auto Group, I went and met up with my wife over at Barnes and Noble. She handles the accounting side of things, and we were just talking about how, I mean, we've grown from selling a few planners when I first left the retail side of the business, selling a few planners and doing a couple in-store visits to now we have 7 employees and a multi-million-dollar business, right? Like in less than 3 years. In less than 3 years, we went from selling a few planners. Actually, even before that, we didn't even know what we were going to do. We sold a few planners just so we could generate some cash to be honest, the Morning 5 planner started. It was inspired by the need for money. That's what inspired it, right? I'm like trying to keep the cost as low as I can so we can make some money, right? And so it went from selling a few planners to now we have 7 employees, multi-million-dollar business all across North America, getting ready to expand into some global territories, all that in less than 3 years. And so both of us yesterday were filled with gratitude for where we are, how far we've come. And so I asked my wife yesterday, I said, Leslie Lundy, I said, what are your visions for us in the future? Like, I want to make sure we're on track. I want to make sure our goals are still aligned. I want to make sure that we're on the right path. I want to make sure I'm not doing anything that you don't want to do. I want to make sure, because right from the get-go, when we first built our business, we said we are going to build a business around our life. We are not going to build a life around our business. I'm going to be home 250 days a year. I'm going to travel 115 days a year, right? I'm going to be able to be a part of what I'm doing with my kids, and we can have some chickens if she wants some chickens and some puppies and whatever it is, homeschool all the kids, right? We wanted to make sure that we built our business around our life and not built a life around our business. So I asked her yesterday so that we could make sure that we're still clear on the path and where we want to go. And so I said, honey, what is your visions? What does it look like? Are we on the right path? I want to make sure I'm not messing up or doing anything you don't want me to do. As a couple, as a family, as business owners, where do you want to see us continue to go? And my wife took a long pause. She took a long pause yesterday, and she looked at me, and very honestly, she said to me, she said, honey, she said, I just don't want you to take on too much. And then she listed the different reasons why she didn't want me to take on too much, right? She listed some things like sometimes I might be a little cranky if I've got too much going on, or sometimes I might be a little distracted while I'm at home and I'm on the phone and the kids are trying to talk to me, or it might be a little bit more short-tempered sometimes. If I'm being pulled or stretched, or she feels I'm being pulled and stretched in too many different directions, right? So she listed different reasons for that. She said, I just don't want you to take on too much. And then she followed it up and she said, she followed it up and she said, I want you to be reasonable with your goals. She said, I want you to be reasonable with your goals because we are doing amazing. And in so many ways, this is what she said. She said, in so many ways, you are like Superman. But ultimately, you're not Superman. You're human. And she said, I love you so much, and I am so happy with where we are and what we've built and what we've created. I love our life. I love every aspect of it. And she said, I trust you. I trust that you will get us wherever it is that we are going. I just don't want you to take on too much. And so when she got done sharing that, I paused for a second. I thought about what she told me. And then I responded. And my response was right out the gate. I said, well, first of all, I will never, ever, 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 ever be reasonable when it comes to my goals. Never. I will never be reasonable when it comes to my goals. I said, honey, we have barely scratched the surface of where I'm taking us. I said, but please know and understand that my unreasonable goals, they go across the board. Like, I am going to be the number one father in the world. I am going to be the number one husband in the world. I will be the number one brand in all of automotive. I will be the number one morning show host. Like, my dreams and visions of global impact will never be reasonable. But it'll always be across the board. My company will never come in front of my family. My visions and dreams will never put any type of I will never invest less in those that I love than I do in the dreams that I chase. Me and my wife are dynamically opposed. Neither one of us is wrong. Neither one of us is right. But both of us are respectful enough to not try and change the other. As we continued to have that conversation, it was a conversation that was had in love and out of love. It wasn't an argument. It wasn't an argument in any way, shape, or form. I was eating a cupcake. She was drinking a cup of coffee. But listen, we are dynamically opposed. We are completely different human beings. But we have so much respect and love for one another. You see, I wanted to do this series this week for two primary reasons. First is I wanted to remind you how powerful belief is. How what you believe brings on your reality. The second thing is I wanted to teach you that your real growth and transformation comes through that which makes you uncomfortable. You see, whether it be sleeping more or sleeping less, whether it be working out and pushing your body into situations that are uncomfortable, maybe it's learning more about God or other religions that are outside of your current religion. Maybe it's at home, maybe it's at work, or maybe it's with your kids and your spouse. My biggest hope is that you will take this away right here. I hope that you will seek that which you do not understand with a burning desire and concern yourself not with whether it's right or wrong. Seek that which you do not understand. Seek, it's an action word. Dive into. Go find that which you do not understand. Do it with a burning desire to understand it. And concern yourself not with whether it's right or wrong. Here's what I mean by that. I don't mean go do things that ultimately don't serve you. I mean your intention going in should not be to prove yourself or others right or wrong. The intention is to understand. My wife and I can be completely opposed because we seek to understand each other, not to be right or not to be wrong. We have an incredible marriage, an incredible relationship. We do not see the world through the same lens, but we share a heart. We're not like-minded, we're like-hearted. This planet is covered with humans who desire to be right and feel others must be wrong. And that's something we have to change. We, those of us that choose to come into this space, into these rooms at this time, we are called in this season to help change what's going on out there. You see, you're one of the champions that will rise. You're one of the champions that will do that which others won't do. And so together we can share this message. Together we can reach out to people and we can say, hey, I love you first. And I want to understand you second. And once I understand, that doesn't mean that we will agree. But it's not about you being right or me being right or you being wrong or me being wrong. It's about us understanding one another. You see, it is through understanding of self and others that a human being evolves. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do this series this week to hopefully open your mind to this idea that life is not black and white. That we're not functioning within the confines of a box. But that ultimately, true growth, connection, and understanding is through the melting pot of our differences. And my hope is that you'll go out this weekend and next week and next month and next year and truly seek to understand. Not to be right or to be wrong, but simply to understand and make an impact. Listen, I hope you have a great weekend this weekend. Thanks for being here with me this week. Next week, we're going to do a whole entire series. The title of next week's series is going to be Spiritual Understanding. We're going to explore some different religions. We're going to look at different belief systems. We're going to continue to go down that path. We kind of went down it from a sleep side this week. I'm going to take you down on a spiritual journey around the world next week. And also, Dr. Myron Golden is going to be joining us next week. Huge announcement. If you don't know Myron Golden, the dude is unbelievable. He is absolutely spectacular. One of the most impactful humans I know, and I'm going to bring him to you next week right here on GM3X. All right, so make sure you come back for that. Listen, I love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. I do. Go out there. Keep stepping into the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And I will be back on Monday morning at 5:30 a.m. so we can do this all over again right here on GM3X. Fair enough? Fair enough. See ya.